if you are a streamer and you want to buy cool lights, or if you just like the aesthetic of having different lights in your home, watch this video before you go and make a purchase. When it came to making a decision for the lights that I chose to purchase, there was three major factors that went into it. It was the functionality, the reliability, and then the price. And for my budget streamers out there, that is definitely the most important. So number one, functionality. The lights that most people have heard of, or at least that I've heard of, before I even started streaming, was the Phillips Hue light strip, which is an amazing product, by the way. The only problem is its price point, but we'll get more to that later. The functionality of the Phillips Hue light strip is amazing. You can, one, control everything from your phone or even your stream deck. So it's just from a press of a button. You can turn all of the lights on, you can change the colors, you can make them bright, and there are actually apps that go along with the Philips Hue app, which will allow you to have your music and your lights in sync. So kind of how the lights in the background are functioning. Anytime it hears my voice, it changes to a different color or it flashes on. You are able to do that with the Philips Hue. However, you just have to download an additional app. Now, there's this other light that I came across, which is actually called the Govee light, and which, as you can see in the background right now, it's phenomenal. I don't have to adjust. I don't have to download any apps in order to get it to work. I literally just plug it up, press the power button, press a button on the remote, and it has different functionalities. And if you are creative enough, which I am not, if you decided to download the app, there's forums where creators have made different types of light patterns and different types of light designs, and they share it amongst each other. So it's a way to help their community grow. So if you are looking at the Govee light and the Philips Hue, because of the simplistic design of the Govee lights, I have to go with the Govee lights 10 times out of 10. Now, this is coming from a person that uses both. Now, the advantage of having the Philips Hue light is you can add multiple different hue lights to the bridge, and you can adjust all of them on your phone in front of you. Now, if you want to go that route, you are more than welcome to. I personally didn't feel that it was a necessity for me to have that feature or to be able to link up to 80 different lights, because I mean, who wants a light bill that's that high anyway? This will lead me to point number two, reliability. Naturally, because of the integration of the software and being able to add up to 80 different lights or 60 different lights, whatever the Philips Hue advertises, there's more room for error. What does that mean? There's been multiple different times, actually right now, if I press the on button on my Philips Hue, it will not work. And I'm the type that panics a lot whenever my stream isn't going exactly the way that I wanted it to. I know, stressful. And whenever it comes to 10 minutes before starting the stream and I'm running tests to make sure that all of my equipment is working properly, and I go to turn on the Philips Hue and then I have to restart the bridge, it's very, very frustrating. Now, however, with the Govee lights, all I do is press a button and it automatically turns on. There's no integration with the phone. If you don't want it, there's no additional bridge pieces. It's literally plug and play. And if you aren't going to utilize the features of having 80 different lights connected to a bridge, or if you don't necessarily want to have to deal with everything on your phone while you're streaming, or even for the people that aren't streamers, If you don't want to have to use that, then Govee is definitely the way to go whenever it comes to reliability. Now, the most important thing, price. Now, when it comes to price, it's not even close. Whenever we go and look at the Phillips Hue. The Phillips Hue, the ambience light strip, 2 meters, is $79.99. It may not sound like a lot to a lot of people out there, but for me and for a lot of the budget streamers who want a really cool look but don't have $80 just to cover 6.5 feet, yeah, which with the Govee, with the Govee light strip, you can get 32 feet. Yes, 32 feet, not 32 inches. You can get 32 feet for $21.24 right now. So I actually went out and bought the Hue light strip first whenever I didn't know much about lights, or whenever I didn't know much about streaming at all. Connected it and was like, oh, this is really cool. Well, then I decided to add more lights, and I wanted to get it all around the edges of my room. And for me to have done that with the Phillips Hue, it would have been about 250 bucks. Yeah, that's not happening. If you're able to do that, then more power to you. Go ahead. But with the Govee, it literally cost me right at $40 to be able to go around the entire ceiling of my game room. And not to mention the amount of time that it took me to set up the Phillips Hue was ridiculously longer than what it did with the Govee lights. And maybe it's just because I'm not that smart, I'm not that technological savvy, or I'm not that technology savvy, however you want to say it, I don't care. I'm not that savvy whenever it comes to technology. But even the durability of the Govee lights with the stickiness, it's way more reliable than what the Phillips Hue, which I'm amazed, because Phillips Hue was the only brand that I've ever heard of whenever it came to lights. But I will leave a link in the description to the Govee lights. Please click on that link and see the selection that Govee has. You will not regret it. And whether you're a big streamer or budget streamer, if you come across this video, you will thank me later, because I know, and you know, for the amount of money that it would have taken me to cover my entire roof with the Phillips Hue, I can now save that money to hire an editor or do more giveaways on my channel, which we do weekly giveaways here every Friday. Make sure you tune in 8:30 Central Standard Time. But until next time, you guys, peace.